Have you ever stood in front of a mirror, in the dark, whispering a name you should never speak? Tonight, we dive into one of the most chilling legends ever whispered around the world, the terrifying tale of Bloody Mary. Stay with me until the end of this video, because what begins as a childhood dare hides a history far darker than you could ever imagine. The story is simple, yet it grips the imagination with an iron hand. Say Bloody Mary 3 times in front of a mirror in the dark, and she will appear. But what happens next? Some say she merely looks back, pale and hollow-eyed. Others swear she reaches out from the mirror, claws extended, dragging the foolish into her world. And some, in hushed voices, whisper that she screams so loud your soul could shatter. The legend of Bloody Mary is not just a playground game. Its roots stretch into centuries of fear, superstition, and stories of women wronged who returned from beyond the grave. The name Mary itself carries weight. For some, the figure is linked to Queen Mary I of England, remembered as Bloody Mary for the executions of Protestants during her reign. For others, she is Mary Worth, a woman accused of witchcraft, burned or hanged in the dark days of superstition. And in yet another version, she is a nameless spirit of vengeance, cursed to dwell between worlds, forever trapped in glass. The ritual itself has countless variations. Some insist the mirror must be lit only by a single candle, its flickering flame barely illuminating your face. Others claim it works best at midnight, when the veil between the living and the dead is thinnest. And always, the rule is the same: repeat her name 3 times. But beware, for to speak her name is to invite her presence. And once she comes, there is no guarantee she will leave. Folklorists argue that the ritual began as a test of courage, a rite of passage whispered among children at sleepovers. The mirror, after all, has long been a symbol of the soul. In many cultures, mirrors were covered when someone died, for fear that the departing spirit might become trapped within. To stare into a mirror by candlelight is to confront not just your reflection, but your deepest fears. The mind, under the stress of anticipation, often plays tricks, turning shadows into faces, and your own reflection into something unrecognizable. Yet there are darker stories. Accounts of young people claiming to see a woman's face appear over their own. Of mirrors cracking without explanation. Of icy fingers brushing against skin in an empty room. These tales, whether true or born of fear, remind us why the legend has endured for centuries. Bloody Mary, in many ways, embodies the fears society has carried about women throughout history. Queens with power accused of tyranny. Women accused of witchcraft, tortured and executed. Mothers who died in childbirth, their spirits said to wander in grief. She is not just a ghost, but a reflection of our collective unease, shaped and reshaped over generations. So why do we keep saying her name? Why do children and even adults continue to test the legend, daring each other in the dark? Perhaps because we crave the thrill of fear. Perhaps because, deep down, we believe there is a chance the story might just be true. And what if it is? What if mirrors are more than glass? What if they are gateways, thin barriers between worlds? If so, then calling her name is not just a game, it is an invitation. And invitations, once given, cannot always be withdrawn. As you sit there now, perhaps you are tempted. Perhaps tonight you will stand before the mirror, whisper her name 3 times, and wait. But before you do, ask yourself, what if she answers? This legend, like many others we have explored, is more than a story told in whispers. It is a reminder of how fragile the line is between fear and belief. Bloody Mary is not only a ghost in the mirror, she is a reflection of the stories we tell to understand death, power, and the unknown. And perhaps that is why she endures. So, the next time you find yourself in a darkened room, with a mirror before you and a name on your lips, remember this: legends survive because people dare to repeat them. And maybe, just maybe, because they are true. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the shadows of folklore, do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another tale. And if you think Bloody Mary was terrifying, wait until you see the story we have prepared for you next, it may just be even darker.